Hello dear students, today I'm going to show you how to use tenses, especially the present simple tense. Let's first define tenses. What do we mean by a tense? Tenses show the time of an action in a sentence usually performed by or centered around the subject of the sentence. The actions are called verbs. Verbs change according to the tenses or other issues, whether these verbs are in the past, in the present, or will take some time in the future. As verbs are the most important elements of English sentences, tenses are also important in English grammar. The verb tenses are either present tenses, past tenses, or future tenses. The present tense is used to describe things that are happening right now or things that are continuous. The past is used to describe things that have already happened. For example, verbs that happened yesterday, verbs that happened last week or 3 years ago. The future tenses describe things that will happen later on. For example, things will happen later, will happen tomorrow, will happen next week and next year and 3 years from now and so on. Present simple tense. Let's focus on the present simple tense. The simple present, also called present simple or present indefinite, is a verb tense which is used to show repetition, habit, or generalization. Less commonly, the simple present can be used to talk about scheduled actions in the near future and in some cases actions happening now. What are the simple present forms? The simple present is just the base form of the verb. Questions are made with do and negative forms are made with do not. Let's take an example. For the statement, for example, you speak English. For the question, an example like do you speak English? And for the negative, example like you do not speak English. How can we form this simple present tense? In the third person, singular, like pronouns such as he and she and it, s or es are added. Questions are made with does and negative forms are made with does not. For the statement, for example, we have he speaks English. For the question, we have does he speak English? And with the negative form, he does not speak English. Okay, let's go now for the simple present uses. We have 4 important usages and meanings in the sentence to use the present simple. Use number 1, we use the simple present tenses in repeated actions. The simple present is used to express the idea that an action is repeated or usual. The action can be a habit, a hobby, a daily event, a scheduled event, or something that often happens. It can also be something a person often forgets or usually does not. Examples for this use: I play tennis, she does not play tennis, does he play tennis, the train leaves every morning at 8 a.m., the train does not leave at 9 a.m., when does the train usually leave? Then let's go to the second use of the simple present tense. The simple present tense is also used with facts or generalizations. The simple present can also indicate that the speaker believes that a fact was true before, is true now, and will be true in the future. It's not important if the speaker is correct about the fact, it's also used to make generalizations about people or things. Let's take examples for this. For example, cats like cheese, birds do not like cheese, California is in America, California is not in the United Kingdom, windows are made of glass and windows are not made of wood. Then let's go to the third use for the present simple tense. We can use the present simple tense in scheduled events in the near future. Speakers occasionally use simple present to talk about scheduled events in the near future. This is most commonly done when talking about public transportation, but it can be used with other scheduled events as well. Let's take an example. Okay, for example, the train leaves tonight at 6 p.m. The bus does not arrive at 11 a.m. It arrives at 11 p.m. The party starts at 8 o'clock. When does class begin tomorrow? Then let's go to the fourth usage of the present simple tense, which is now and non-continuous verbs. Speakers sometimes use the simple present to express the idea that an action is happening or is not happening now. This can only be done with non-continuous verbs and certain mixed verbs. Let's take an example for this. For example, I'm here now, she is not here now, he needs help right now, he does not need help right now, he has his passport in his hand, and you have your passport with you. Till here, we reached the 4 usages of the present simple tense, and in later presentations, we will go through the other usages of the other 2 verbs, the past and the future. Thank you very much.